On he left Cooper standing. Kelly! What a save! Short back!
Shoot magazine from the 6th of December 1975. Wonderful colourful cover featuring Martin Peters of Norwich City and Brian Little and Keith Leonard of Aston Villa. Turning over the front cover of Shoot magazine in those days would always bring us to the news desk. So let's dive in and see exactly what was making the news in Shoot magazine in late 1975. The news desk, compiled by Peter Stewart. Now, always a very interesting feature would be the managers that are on the move and also transfers. So easy to forget. There were so many. This was September and October of 1975. So Jimmy Bonthrone resigns as manager of Aberdeen. Freddie Goodwinnick sacked by Birmingham. Jimmy Melia resigned from Southport. Steve Burtonshaw is sacked at Sheffield Wednesday. Jerry Summers is sacked by Oxford. Ken Furphy sacked by Sheffield United. All happening at Sheffield. Willie Bell appointed manager of Birmingham City. Len Ashurst gets appointed manager of Sheffield Wednesday. Jimmy Cyrille then goes to Sheffield United. Were they popular decisions? I guess they were. Len Ashurst at Wednesday and Jimmy Cyrille at United. Alan Ashman resigns from Carlisle. Ronnie Fenton appointed manager of Notts County. Jerry Summers appointed manager of Gillingham. One or two coaches as well, and notably Don Howe, the ex-West Brom manager, goes to Leeds United. Sid Owen, also of Leeds United, goes to Birmingham City. Also Colin Addison is now at Notts County. A few notable transfers in October of 75. Adrian Alston, Luton to Cardiff. Mike Hickman, Blackburn to Torquay. Chris Lawler goes from Liverpool to Portsmouth. Tom McAdam, Dumbarton to Dundee United. Neil O'Donnell, Gillingham to Sheffield Wednesday. And Bobby Svark, Colchester to Blackburn. Would be interesting to hear what fans of those clubs think of the managerial changes and indeed transfers. Were they good moves? Were they bad moves? Okay, so what else has made the news in this week's magazine? Charltons Champagne Night. Cyril Brind of Brockley, South London, was presented with a magnum of champagne by Harry Cripps on the right when he was the 2000th spectator through the turnstiles at Charlton's 2000th league match against Southampton at the Valley a few weeks ago. Charlton celebrated the occasion by winning 4-1 before a crowd of over 16,000. Well, good on you, Cyril. Wonder if there's anyone out there watching this. Were you there? The 2000th game at the Valley. That's a pretty historic occasion. I wonder how many games have been played at the Valley now. Obviously, there was a period of time when, of course, the club weren't there. But nice to see them get back there, of course. And I wonder how many games have been played at the Valley now. And a few more little features. Kilmarnock have completed a new floodlighting system at a cost of £30,000. Interesting. I wonder what new floodlights would cost a club these days. We've got Tommy Carroll. The ex-Ipswich Birmingham Republic of Ireland fullback has been appointed manager of Shelbourne, the club with which he started his senior career. And happy Chester. Despite being in the third division's lower reaches, Chester are a very happy club. At their annual meeting, Chairman Reg Rowlands reported a profit of almost £50,000. That's quite a lot of money, isn't it, those days? Last season's transfers brought in £136,000, the League Cup run £60,150, and League Gate receipts were £42,897. That's good times there for Chester. Are they happy Chester now, of course? Thanks, Paddy. One of the highlights of Manchester United's fine start back in the First Division this season has been the outstanding form of striker Sammy McElroy. The Belfast-born 21-year-old made his debut for United in the 71-72 season, but then found it tough going for a time to win a regular place. But having forced his way to the front at the tender age of 17, Sammy says, "I was willing to wait for my chance. Now he is playing as well as anyone else in the team. I've received a lot of help in the game, but none more so than from Paddy Crerand. He has been great." Yes, indeed. And of course, Sammy going on to have a very good career at Manchester United. Interesting that that was their first season back into the top flight, of course. "Brilliant bowls," says Allison. Stan Bowles, brilliant but controversial QPR star, may have his critics, but Crystal Palace boss Malcolm Allison is not among them. In fact, Allison claims Bowles, for so long regarded as an individualist, is the best team player he has seen this season. Writing in the Palace programme for a recent home game, Allison, puzzled at Stan's omissions from the England team that played the Czechs, said, "I know in his style he's a bit of an individualist and a character, but when it comes to his team contribution, Stan has a tremendous effect on the game. He's got great skills on the ball, his vision is excellent, and just for a bonus, he can score goals too. What else do you want?" What a shame injury ruled Stan out of consideration for the Portugal-England game. What more needs to be said about the great Stan Bowles? Certainly a fine career at Queen's Park Rangers, of course. Always nice to see a few light-hearted moments. Used to get a lot of these in Shoot, didn't we? We have a picture here of a light-hearted moment during the Spurs-Arsenal Cyrille Knowles testimonial match. Good old Cyrille. Eddie Kelly helps Ralph Coates to his feet, or something like that. Great picture there. And interesting, of course, because testimonials are a thing of the past now, due to financial improvement, shall we say, in the game today. And always very interesting that you would get a local derby for a testimonial, but seems to be a big crowd there, and obviously all played in good spirits. And another nice little feature here, we have a wedding, obviously called Match of the Day, and it says, "Belated congratulations to West Ham and England under-23 keeper Mervyn Day, who married Moira Richardson, a 20-year-old nurse at Great Baddow in Essex recently." And a nice picture of the wedding there. Mervyn Day, great keeper, and let's hope the marriage is still flourishing between Mervyn and Moira. So that's a little look at the news desk from December of 1975 in Shoot magazine. That's all for now, guys, but join me very soon for more nostalgic reminiscence from the glory days of football.
Lee, interesting. Very interesting. Oh, look at his face. Just look at his